ready. It is time to embark on another journey. Another episode of the Expanse is here today, and hopefully you guys are ready. And I can't wait to dive more into this show. Now, I've heard the stories. A lot of people has been dropping a lot of gems as well. I know that by the time you guys are seeing this, that I'll be having like a whole wealth of information from y'all that has joined since the series premiered on YouTube. So, without no further ado, you already know if you want to see more episodes of The Expanse, go join the Patreon, man. Let's jump into the reaction. I will see you guys right after for the review.
The whole damn island's just gone.
Look at the radiation profile. It's like a reactor failure.
For a gigantic reactor.
So if you don't like it, what inner court gives justice to belters? You need to go back to your planet, Ilus.
It's not going the way I hoped.
One of the islands on the other side of Ilus just exploded.
I think there might be some kind of massive fusion reactor underneath it. The whole damn thing just blew.
The first thing you're going to feel is the seismic quake from the explosion. It's moving straight through the planet, so it will reach you in like an hour.
Well, we could deal
An
with
hour?
the earthquake.
No, that's not the problem. There's a shockwave coming around the planet at the speed of sound, with a tsunami behind it.
A
How long do we
tsunami?
have?
8 to 10 hours. Tsunami will be there roughly 10 hours after that.
That's gonna put like a third of the continent underwater. I'll call you right back.
Bruh.
Cat's got something important to say.
We have an emergency.
Yeah.
We see the blast. In look back. Real back. No hawks.
We packed the Roci, the 2 light shuttles from the Edward and the 1 from the bar. We can get everyone here off the ground in 1 trip.
Hold it! You brought this on us. This is your fault. This is our chance to make a home.
I fucking get it. Believe me, I wish none of this had happened. But the only thing we can do now is leave before more people die.
Then will you support our claim? Tell your friend, the Secretary General, that we have the right to be here. If you do that, publicly, pledge to help our colony, then we'll agree to leave.
I can't speak for Avasarala. Look, but I give you my word. I'll do everything I can.
Beltalowda, gather your things. It's time for us to go.
It's better than dying. Shoot.
Oh yeah, Jacob, we're prepping the shuttle, and we found something that belonged to you.
Daughter? She's okay.
Oh my god. I thought those passing by the RCE had gotten you.
What are you doing up there?
Leaving
And where are you going?
with the Bob, back to the ring. I just wanted to go to university.
I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I am sorry.
We drove you to this.
Is Mama angry?
She's worried. She's
with Naomi Nagato and Rocinante.
I told her this isn't Naomi's fault.
I wanted to leave.
No,
She didn't tell me
baby.
to do anything.
Baby girl, it's nothing like that. Elsia, I need to tell you some things about what your mother has done. It won't be easy to hear.
Or you could just not tell her. It's not like it's that important for her to know. Bruh, things are moving.
Hey there.
Well. You're looking better.
The bar was low.
Your daughter's okay. Tracked her down. She's on the bar.
Can I talk to her?
Of course.
Yeah, but your dad done... Her dad.
Felsia, are you all...
Papa told me what you did. All those people who died on that shuttle.
I never met anyone to get hurt. I'm not...
All your talk about keeping their family together on Ilus. And you're the one that ran away. At least I didn't kill anyone first.
That was so freaking unnecessary for... Bruh, but man, if y'all get... I would have looked at... That dad... Why would you poison your own child against their mother? Why would you do that? Because of some disagreement. Obviously, she didn't mean to do what she did. She was against it. She got knocked out, for God's sakes, when she was trying to tell the dude, like, dude, this is not what I wanted, right? I know she's owning it because she was part of it, and then it ended up being what she didn't want. But at the same time, it's like, why would you not understand as the dad to not tell the child that? Why would you poison the child against their own mother? I can't agree with that kind of behavior, man.
Hey, Naomi, what's going on?
Reactor's down.
I'm coming right up. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Restart's a no-go. That makes 4.
Have they latched on?
And the Eddie are in the same boat.
All their systems check out okay, but as soon as they try to fire up the reactor, zilch.
So the physics of fusion have just stopped working. Fuck.
That's the truth, though. Seems like something is happening.
We won't stop anyone else from leaving, but we will not be forced from our home.
Since that transmission, it's been radio silence from the Rocinante as well as Edward Israel.
Is it possible the OPA shut down the Rincom relay to New Terra deliberately?
We considered that and formally queried Medina Station, but
They denied it.
yes, ma'am. They claim they've lost contact with Ilus as well.
So if we take the OPA at their word, it means that we have all lost contact with everyone on that godforsaken planet.
Bruh.
Your items are there and waiting, as agreed.
I'm gonna check the inventory, if it's all the same to you.
Do what you gotta do.
Hey, answer. 2, 1.
You're breaking my wrist.
Yes, that is the intent. Unless you'd prefer to leave.
You waiting for someone?
No? Why would I be?
Can't trust anyone anymore. Sad. Splits at the same spot.
Is it early?
Everyone back to work! That was the easy part. 7 hours until the shockwave hits. Let's be off the ground when it does. We're okay. For an earthquake, it wasn't so bad.
That's really good to hear, Chief.
But, come down and sweep y'all up to safety plan that we had.
That ain't gonna happen.
They can't move.
All of the reactors are out, and
Our guess is that when that island fusion reactor blew,
some system on this planet decided to keep anything similar from happening again.
What about Miller?
He helped us so we could bring him here. He may be done with us now.
He's a little bit ungrateful, if you ask me.
The light shuttle, the Israel and the Bobbie use chemical rockets, which means they'll still work. They're small, but we can send them up and down in rotation. Evacuate a dozen at a time.
That's gonna be tight.
We'll make it.
Getting you all off the ground is only half the problem. The Baba Piccola is too low.
not rated for atmosphere.
First things first.
Not rated for atmosphere. What does that mean?
Y'all first got here, the Barbit went into a low orbit, right? That low orbit has got more atmospheric drag, slows it down, makes it fall.
Normally that's not a problem, because all you would have to do to maintain orbit is speed up. The Barb's thrusters were not designed for this kind of work, and
The drive is out. So sooner or later, the Bob will fall.
Yep. And your daughter is on it.
These batteries will last longer, but eventually...
We all will.
You hear about the reactors? So here's plan B. Shuttle everyone up until the wave passes.
Easier said than done. We're pragmatic. I don't intend to have any of the bouters on my shuttle. They're welcome to use the heavy.
I'm done negotiating.
You said that you'd endorse their claim, made yourself a partisan in all this. However, I am willing to help get them up safely and back down again, provided they dump all the illegally mined lithium on their ship.
Their ship is going down anyway.
Might find a way to fix the reactors. Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
Yo, this guy is trash, dude.
Well, they can stay on the surface. Read the wave that you unleashed.
I think Mercury has history with belters, man. This doesn't seem like
Right now. Fine, but I'm only sending one of them. I'm not risking them both, no matter what deal you make.
We'll just have to make that work then, won't we?
this man has history with belters, man. It can't be that it's just because he lost these people. He doesn't seem like he cared that much about his crew.
This is Mercury. Is there a problem with the shuttle?
We just lost contact with the chief. Stand by.
Okay.
The shuttle is gone, sir. All we're picking up are high-energy particles in the vicinity.
What's going on?
That thing is dropping.
Science team is on it. Might be melting.
Nothing else. Leaves the ship until you hear otherwise from me. So what's plan C?
Plan C sounds like everybody dies.
I'm laughing because how you're gonna create something like that.
A billion years. If anything can survive what's coming, it's that.
There's no way in.
I've been inside.
There was no entrance.
That man inside my head opened a door and then closed it again. We'll have to make our own way in.
We blast it open.
Assuming that works, you still have to seal it behind us.
We don't have a lot of time.
We'll figure it out fast.
What the hell is going on this planet, bro?
We'll be sending an unmanned probe to New Terra.
The OPA has no objection to that.
We weren't asking for permission.
Does the UN have any theories to what might have happened on Ilus? I'm simultaneously losing contact with 3 ships in orbit. That can't be a coincidence.
The probe will reach New Terra in 15 days. In the meantime, we have other issues to deal with.
The Sojourner.
The ship that you assured us had been destroyed. You know who was behind the attack.
Marco Inaros, a terrorist. He will be killed.
He should have been already.
Exactly.
Before our missiles destroyed the Sojourner, a surveillance satellite on Luna detected a high-intensity laser from the vessel.
There's a tight beam comm laser?
That's what we think. Would suggest the telemetry was being sent to the belt during the attack.
We will let you know what we find.
Next time we'll meet on the Tripoli so I can return the hospitality. We will be remaining inside the ring space to help secure it from any further incidents.
Oh, well, we don't need a babysitter.
Those are not the conditions of the armistice.
The OPA violated those conditions.
Inaros is not under our control.
Then why did you promise you could deal with him if you could not? We'll be in touch.
It was so dumb to save that dude, man. That's why I was just like, why? Kamina, I love you, but that was, I mean, I understand why she did it, but bro, that dude was he's a menace to the treaty, man. And do you really think he was gonna stop? Man.
I stand by my vote. If we
I
hadn't
know.
spared Marco's life, it would have divided the factions. We have to stay united. There was no way of knowing he lied about the Sojourner.
I think you and I, we are both familiar with unforeseen consequences. We need to check the logs of every dark OPA relay. And if we don't resolve this quickly,
then they will never leave, and we won't be able to force them to go.
Okay, Bobbie, get you some.
I gotta say, I feel kind of used.
I can assure you, you were.
You gotta leave.
Yeah, I've got a meeting. Can't miss it.
Come on, yeah, we even drive to room service.
Feel free.
Okay, big spender, I will.
Just lucky, I guess.
I can use some of that. You let me know if they're looking to hire.
I don't know, man. Bobbie, she must be playing them to get to the bottom of what's going on, man. Like, I still don't believe that she's gone over to the dark side.
Did you kill that customs agent down on the docks?
Wow. Why do you care?
That's not an answer.
Neither was yours.
Relax. I don't do business that way.
Does she?
Accidents happen. The world is a cruel place. If you don't want to be here, leave.
Hey, or you can both leave.
If you'd like me to beat the shit out of you again, keep it up.
In any event, it's chock full of top shelf, made on Mars, ultra reliable air and water processors. Belters in particular will pay top dollar for this stuff.
Security protocols haven't been updated since last year. They're still running MSEC 4.
You served.
So shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to crack it and get in.
I've prioritized the components in terms of value and ease of disassembly.
Ready up, people. It's going to be a very nice score.
How are you planning to get this open, sir? You are the chosen.
Thought you said the door closed.
I know. Yeah, it did.
Another
It's
opening
not saying.
meant for us. Or it's not as solid as you thought. An earthquake shook it loose.
If that's the case, you're screwed.
It's a start. Assuming that we get in, it's going to be hard enough sealing the hole, but there's no way we're going to be able to seal those.
Oh, shit.
Well, let's focus on getting in. We'll need to set shape charges all around here. The Belters had some mining gear that we could use.
It's going to take a few weeks minimum for a relief ship to get here, maybe a month. The difference between us all starving to death and some of us surviving may be how many mouths we're trying to feed. There's a lot of Belters. If it comes down to them or us, it's us. Holden and your new boyfriend have a problem with that harsh reality. Is it a problem for you?
If that's the case, I'll do what needs to be done.
I think I called him RCA last time. It's a freaking RCE. She's losing her sight? Infected? The hell is that?
It's not good.
She's got a virus in her eye? What the hell? Bacteria?
There was an unregistered OPA router in the path of the Sojourner's type beam. Log showed the transmission was encrypted with MCRN code.
When we had him, Marco mentioned Mars. He said it was no longer the Mars we used to fight.
It's hard to believe any Martian would help a Belter, particularly one like Marco.
Yeah, I agree. Where did the router retransmit the tight beam?
The transponder was the Pazuza, a Belter ferry en route to Palo. In a few hours, every available OPA asset will have eyes and ears on that ship.
It sounded like Chinese. Wrong code?
What's the problem?
I don't know. Looks like they laid on a whole new security protocol.
Fuck.
So much for your high-end source. Let's get out of here.
Hang on. The hydraulics that operate this door run through the base of the terraforming tower. I'll go out, up and down the tower, cut the hydraulics, release the door, and let you all in.
I'm worried about Bobbie. Did they even dent that thing? Look like they created a hole.
That'll do.
It's barely even warm. This thing is tough.
Good. It's gonna have to be.
Are you sure it's safe down there?
Nope.
We're stopping for this? Really?
What was that for?
Could you get down the hole? Oh.
We're good. Start sending him down.
Copy that.
Why you posted up, man? Who's
Pole's only big enough to go one at a time. It's gonna take hours to get everybody inside.
Shockwave's getting close. I can feel it. Anyone outside needs to find cover and link arms. It's gonna be rough. You don't have time to make it back to the ruins. Get back inside and brace yourself. Anyone still here needs to hunker down. Shockwave's coming.
What are you still doing here?
Help me, please. Yes, this is a biochemical assay deck, and that is a pharmaceutical printer. Trust me, we're going to need them both.
It's here already. Get down! Bruh. Oh, Shockwave out of the way. There's a tsunami coming next. Oh my god. Well, y'all did get ample warning. They said a tsunami come like 6 to 7 hours later. Are they okay over there?
I'm all right.
I should be down there with you.
Oh, hell no.
Makes me feel better that you're not.
You, Alex?
Oh, it was understood.
Just trying to let you know, bro, that you know what I'm saying? I care about you too.
Mako is on that ship.
He would know by now that there is a price on his head. Do you really believe he would be so careless as to expose himself like this?
The ship has been underway without a stop or rendezvous since this transmission was sent. There's no way he could have disembarked. We can't afford to wait until he gets to Palace. Ship could go dark any time and he could slip away.
Capture him, we need to board it. He won't be alone, there'll be a fight.
If Fred and Dawes see this, they'll give us whatever we need. This time, Mako won't be able to talk his way out.
It's crazy that she has to do this.
That should do it. There's a guy inside, he's locked me out. He's calling for help. I'm out of it.
The fuck, dude. Yeah, she wasn't happy that she lived.
Nice work, hero.
That was impressive.
Same to you.
What kind of water is that? It's not enough leverage. Is he gonna lock himself out? Damn. Jump on it! Whoa! Y'all really gonna end the episode here? Really? That's what we're doing? Oh my god. That's what we're doing? Oh my god. Another great episode of The Expanse, man. Like, this show really keeps you on your toes, and I know that season 4, you know what I'm saying, all this preparation and all this, like, the whole, you know, this gold rush, planets, colonization, all this other stuff that they're setting up right now, and they're taking their time. One of the things that I like about The Expanse, man, is that they take their time to tell the story. They don't rush through it. So it's like, I'm fine with sitting here for, I mean, what is this, the 6th episode of the 4th season, and nothing really major as happening. There's no reveals, there's just a bunch of setup, and you know, they're telling us certain things about what's going on this planet, but we really don't know what's really going on the planet. Like, we don't know if it's really the protomolecule that's doing this. We don't know why they're trying to move and find, you know what I'm saying? We don't know anything. We just know that there are events that are happening, and it's left us to kind of figure out, you know, what's really going on. They haven't really revealed what's really going on this planet. So it's like, what now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question that I have now, and that they do an excellent job of doing that. That's why I mess with the show so heavy, man. Like, the writing and the setup is just like, and the payoff is always, and I mean 100% always great. No wiggle room there. No wiggle room. The payoff for this series has been awesome so far. You might sit through a few like mundane episodes of you're getting information and you're just processing information. But at the end of the day, when the payoff comes, it is a beautiful thing to see. They go balls deep every time, and I love it. So in this episode, they essentially because of the island that blew up, of course, Shockwave is like, I don't know how many thousands of miles away it happened, but anytime it's like a nuclear explosion goes off, like it takes a while for the shockwave and whatever, you know, from the blast to hit other places. Kind of like if you're like far away from a nuclear blast, eventually that blast, that shockwave is going to hit you, right? No matter where you are, right? If you're close enough, even if you're like thousands of miles away, there's some remnants of it. You're gonna feel it, whether it's in, you know, shaking or just overall a shockwave coming. It's just one of those things where I'm glad that they're so grounded in this show in like almost every aspect. You know what I'm saying? Almost every aspect of it is like, as everybody on, even since the show has premiered on YouTube, a lot of people have been giving me the science behind it, and I'm loving reading those comments as well, because I don't know nothing about space. I don't know nothing about it. I've admitted that before, but there's certain basic things that I understand, like gravity, like when they say low G or like normal G or zero G. I understand those terms, right? Based on what I'm watching. Those are very simple concepts to grab onto and understand. So I understand those things, but overall, when you're talking about, you know, thrusters and how they move and why it took them so long to get here and all this other stuff, I don't know, you know, the time dilation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? So I can admit that I don't quite understand those things, and you guys are helping me to understand those things. So continue to do and to comment about those things, because it's helping me to kind of grasp the concept of what they're dealing with, not necessarily in its entirety, but overall it's a great experience, right? Overall it's just a great experience, man. So what I'm seeing from them now hiding in this structure, who knows what they're gonna encounter in here? Are they gonna figure a way to power it up? I'm glad that they got in there in time. I'm glad that James didn't lock himself out. It's really interesting what they were trying to do and to seal that thing up. You know, and it was the only way for them to go, because those ships are like, they're slowly descending. They don't have any the reactors for all the ships are down, and they can't start them back up to actually help with anything. So they're just slowly dropping out of our orbit right now. So that's, I don't know how long that will take, and who knows if they're gonna get any help, because it just doesn't seem like they're sending anything out, because they don't know what's going on. Nobody from the UN knows what's really going on. You know, the OPA is over here fighting. You know, the same guy that I said they should not have let go, or Commoner should have let go. I understand why she did it, but I still think she should have voted yes for him to die, because that dude is a menace to the treaty. You can't let people like that live. I said it when they were voting. I was like, you can't let somebody like that live. He's gonna interrupt the peace as much as possible to keep telling Belters that they need to fight this unnecessary war. And I get it, man. The Belters have been oppressed for so long. They just want to fight. But that's not the answer. Now that you've been brought into the fold, there's gonna be hatred on both sides. I get it. And I explained this thoroughly of how I think about it. I gave you guys even an example, right, of how I thought about it, right? And why you can't just expect that everything is going to turn around in a few months or a few years. It takes time for that relationship to change. It might take generations for it to change. You get what I'm saying? It might take generations for it to change, for new people to come along, new kids to come along and understand that the treaty is good. That's why I kind of respect the daughter, even though, you know, she acting a certain way, but it's because of what her father told her. That they might not see that kind of peace and togetherness until her generation like grows up and start understanding that, you know, kind of break is the word? No, probably not the word I'm looking for. To see the bridge and walk across it, and to make it, because they're slowly walking across the bridge right now, but until we really get there where we understand that everybody's working towards the good. I feel like Murtry, the hatred that he has for Belters, man, it's deeper than them just blowing up that ship. It's deeper than that. I can't see how he can't, but it's deeper than that. It's either that or he's just a freaking sociopath. It's one out of the two. You know what I'm saying? There's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like what Amos said to me. It's like, I know people like you. You know what I'm saying? I know people like you, right? Because they're very similar, because he's a killer too. It's like, you're a killer that just, like, you kill, not necessarily for the fun of it, but you kind of enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of enjoy it, but it's not like you're just gonna kill people just for fun. But you enjoy the kill when you actually do it. You just want the slightest thing to happen for you to have the slightest excuse to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy. This show is absolutely amazing. And it baffles me every time I watch it, because it's like, even though there's nothing super major going on, it's still so enjoyable. I'm still like just sitting here just paying attention. I know I might not say as much, I might not pause as much and stuff like that, but I'm just taking in the information just to understand this show a lot better, because the writing and the dialogue is really what's super important about it. It's not about, you know, when the action is going, it's going. You get what I'm saying? Like, just those last 5 minutes of the episode just now, like, just got the blood pumping. You know what I'm saying? Because they can build it like that. And that's why I'm saying that their setups are so great that sometimes even when you're not expecting something to happen, it does happen. Now, I want to speak on Bobbie for a little bit, because you guys know that Bobbie, by now you should know that Bobbie is my favorite character in the show. She's not a major character. In my opinion, I don't think let me retract that. Before, I didn't think that Bobbie was like a major character, because they keep like offhanding her and stuff like that. But in season 4, they have actually brought her to the forefront a lot more. You get what I'm saying? You guys already know where I want her to be. I would love if she was working with Christian or she was on the Rocinante. But none of that happened. They chose to go a whole totally different route this season with her character. And I'm waiting for, like, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for it to pop off with something about it. Right now, she's just committing crimes. And I don't know why they chose to do this. I'm worried. I'm worried about her, because I feel like she has an alternate motive here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she has an alternate motive here. Is all I can think about is that this is not the Bobbie I know. But the thing about it is that people can be pushed into circumstances because of, you know, things that happen to them or something they've experienced. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to come clean, and, you know what I mean, she told one dude that was going, you know what I mean, that she thought, you know, and she's like, oh, you didn't tell anybody? And then he's like, you know, we could really make some money off of this. So she confessed to a criminal. You know what I mean? And then I mean, maybe she was convinced that Mars don't care about her, so why should she care about them? There's money to be made here. I think there's something else going on here, man. I really do think that she's doing this to like stop whatever they're doing, but she's got to go along and play along for the time being. I will not believe 100% that Bobbie has turned to become a criminal. She's too good for that, to just turn heel like that, you know what I'm saying? And she's always handled things the way how they're supposed to be handled, which is like, listen, life is gonna hand you lemons, and somehow you gotta make lemonade, okay? It's not always gonna be, you know, flowers, rainbows and flowers, and you know what I mean? It's not always gonna be that. It's not always gonna be pretty. So you have to, and she's always handled that stuff the way how I feel like everybody should handle certain things. Push through it. Yes, I'm a veteran. Maybe enough jobs is not around and stuff like that, but I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So this just like, it's so off for her character to me. I'm just refusing to believe that she's really gone over to the dark side. I can't accept it. She's too precious, man. She's too precious to just jump over like that. I'm not buying it for a second. Even though they're showing me things that's saying that's what she's doing, I feel like she's just with them to see what's exactly happening and see the connection, so she can probably report back or something. But I'm not going to believe that her story that is going on and what she's doing right now is not gonna come full circle to connect back with the actual story that we're watching. Somehow they're going to do that, because I have trust in these writers. It's just great. It's just that great. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, man, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll catch you guys for the next one. I'm out. Peace.